continue with business.
Alright, real quick. Carlo, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Kakadash, double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone. Salute you, brothers, teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. This is just a real quick video here, just to show you when these agendas and that are coming, yeah, where they're coming from and who, you know, you're thinking, oh, yo, Starmer just come up. Starmer didn't come up with this. And Blair, and I'm going to use him because they'll say, oh, it's Blair is out of his own mouth, he's going to tell you that he's close friends with the Rothschilds, right? And this is just a quick video on this. So check this. I'm going to watch these two videos on the ID. Then we'll prove that. Let's check this here.
The information held on you and your children will be used to stop crimes being committed even before they've taken place.
Very nice. If we're not prepared to predict and intervene far more early, then there are children that are going to grow up in families that we know perfectly well are completely dysfunctional, and the kids a few years down the line are going to be a menace to society and actually a threat to themselves.
I'm interested in how early, because a lot of the evidence suggests you need to be getting in there while the child is still in nappies, frankly.
Or pre-birth, even.
Okay, there's that. Let's check this. This is what...
We cannot continue with business as usual, and change is inevitable. This is where technology, like digital ID, becomes critical. My institute's own analysis shows that introducing this in the UK would save at least $2 billion a year, and likely more, by reducing losses to fraud, improving tax collection, and better targeting of state support. We know this because around the world, countries like Estonia, Singapore, even India, have successfully implemented digital ID systems, cutting red tape and improving efficiency. These nations aren't just adopting new technology. They are reimagining how the state itself works.
If you think it's just about money and all that's BS. These individuals, they got the power to print money. That is what they do. They print money, or they print FRNs. It's all digits on the screen, okay, and they print the stuff. They print debt and all that. So it ain't about that.
Of course, concerns about privacy and security are valid, but these systems, done in the right way, actually give individuals more control over their own data. With robust safeguards and transparency, we can ensure that digital ID enhances rather than threatens personal privacy. We cannot continue with business as usual.
So they're just saying, and I noticed you said we can't continue with business as usual. I mean, we're trying to get this in. That's what the whole thing is that they've got an agenda that they want to do is to get everybody actually microchipped. Get everybody microchipped. That's what they're already talking about. Well, we want to get 13-year-olds microchipped. They want to get everyone microchipped younger than that. So this is what's going on here. Now, let me do this. Let's go here. And this is let's do this. Let's go back. Tony Blair's tribute to Lord Rothschild. So what website is this on? Let's go. Let me show you something here. Tony Blair Institute for Global Change. And it was on Twitter as well. So I guess you put up a picture of him. And wrote something. And this is just there's videos with him in their mansions and shit like that. So let's see what it says. Like, so these Rothschilds have been passing, right? Evelyn and Jacob, right? So whether when you had the Queen, she passed. So a lot of certain individuals at a certain age have passed, and unless they're really alive somewhere, on the ground, in some bunker or something, they shouldn't hide in the mansions, because they can do that. But whatever. But they've passed, and it's so to the spirit realm. Now, when the Queen passed, that basically what they did was they had the news, the whole news. It turned black. So it's usually like red for the like the banners that have the writing on it, but it was all black, right? He says Jacob was a dear friend and a wonderful human being. I miss him immensely. He was, of course, a towering figure in Britain's. I ain't gonna say that word, okay? Small. I need another word for that. Community, because you can't even say you just mentioning that word just strip the video. But his impact was global in his support for great causes, including in the arts and environment, and in his tireless work to advance peace in the Middle East. I ain't gonna say nothing on that. I mean, are you for real? It says, my deepest condolences to Hannah and all the Rothschilds family. And by the way, there's a video I put up that they weren't allowing that to be up on the internet, man. At all. Where basically Hannah said, look, man, we ain't British. Okay, we're small. You know what I mean? We're just small hats. And we will never be British, man. And they didn't like that one, because that one is too shows you that they don't care about the Brit English citizens. Okay, they don't care about you people, or you. They don't care, because they're supposed to be English, right? But they don't give a damn, and they don't even consider themselves the same as you, because we're dealing with the top elite here, and the different. It tells you what families they are from Europe. They're not even like the Queen, right? She came from Germany, but there were different, small hat families that are pretty much from Europe and all that, and they spread out in different parts of Europe right now. So he's put this tribute up there. So when he's doing all this, what agenda do you think he's pushing? He's all about this because those are his friends. So the scripture says, be not ignorant of Satan's devices. Yeah, you can't be ignorant of these things, man. I'm gonna do more videos on this because the evidence of this, the truth of this is just out there. Oh, we've got to bring it out. So check this. Let's just hear again before I close this out, because it's gonna be a quick one. What time is on? Yeah, what they want.
We cannot continue with business as usual, and change is inevitable. This is where technology, like digital ID, becomes critical.
So you said it's a change is inevitable. We can't keep this normal system that we got going on. We can't just keep this business. Why not? So y'all didn't know that. You just didn't know that they had an agenda the whole time. It weren't about just keeping it like this, and you just go into these jobs, and you just everything. You plan that holiday after 5 years work or whatever, or 2 years work. You get to go to Malaga or something, or Ibiza. That wasn't what was in there. It's their vision, their sight. Okay, Revelation 13 is what's in their sight. The scriptures calls them the sword of the wicked and the sword of the Lord. So their whole agenda, the way they think, is to is for more control and destruction of planet Earth. That's just how they think.
My institute's own analysis shows that introducing this in the UK would save at least 2 billion a year and likely more by reducing losses to fraud, improving tax collection, and better targeting of state support. We know this because around the world, countries like Estonia, Singapore, even India, have successfully implemented digital ID systems, cutting red tape and improving efficiency. These nations aren't just adopting new technology, they are reimagining how the state itself works. Of course, concerns about privacy and security are valid, but these systems done in the
The system that you're seeing right now is going to be ruled over by technology. So you got this rise of AI and things like this. You know what I'm saying? So that's the news. That's how they plan to control people with tech, the Internet of Things. There's many other words for it. I'm actually call it an intelligence age. That's what the term they're throwing around at the WEF and all that. Okay, so that's what's going on here. So it's a whole actual age and order that they're pushing. Ain't just about the ID. The ID leads to other things.
right way actually give individuals more control over their own data. With robust safeguards and transparency, we can ensure that digital ID enhances rather than threatens.
And you can see that he wants it in. The people that he's worked for, some of the older ones, they're no more. Some of them, and so he's pushing it. You can see that he really wants this. All right. So he's down with with these individuals, man. That's just the truth. Let's get this. Psalm 58:4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. Let's read 3. Psalm 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they are born, speaking lies. So you do have people that are born to be the wicked. That's what the scriptures is telling you. That's the whole purpose of them being on the earth, is to do that, what they're doing. Because that's what they're doing. You can't tell me they're on the planet to make the planet, believe in Yahweh Shai, the Lord's Son, and make it a righteous utopia. That ain't what they're all about, man. That's why when you talk on them, they get angry. They want to take the videos down. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. Yeah. Getting a plan to microchip everybody on the planet. That's something a serpent would do. And by the way, they got something called a Cobra meeting. They got something called a Cobra meeting that they have over in the UK. All right, they're like the death adder that stop effect. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it right there. I just want it to be a quick hit, and then we'll catch you on the next one.